Hi, Remy here. This is part 9 of building a CoreXY VzBot style 3D printer, and in this video, I'll assemble the Hotend. Here's the CAD view, and for the carriage, that is this one, I have gone for the CNC option. I didn't go for the 3D printed version. The remaining parts I have 3D printed. So you have here the Goliath fan duct, then the adapter to mount the fan duct and the CPAP pipe, then the Hotend fan mount, then the board mount over here, and this is to mount the end stop for the x-axis. On this side you have option to mount BL touch, and down there is option to mount for the eddy current sensor. This eddy current sensor you will get when you order this board. This is the SHT36v3. Now let's look at the parts at AliExpress. This is the CNC version. Reason I opted for CNC over 3D printed version, as this is more robust to handle the back and forth moving force in the X and Y direction. And this is the Goliath Hotend. I ordered this set 1, which is air cooled. You also get water cooled set 2. With air 1, this is the complete kit. You get all the screws, the Hotend, sock, heater, and the temperature sensor as well. Since I'll be using Goliath Hotend, I need this Goliath adapter. And the Hextruder, I ordered the set 1. This comes pre-assembled as a complete kit. And the motor for the Hextruder, this is LDO NEMA 14 36mm. And the canvas board, I ordered the SHT36 plus Eddy V3. You get, with this board, you also get the eddy current sensor. Next, you will also need this threaded insert. These are M3, outer diameter 4.2 mm and length 4 mm. Links for all this will be in the description. This is the fan mod to support 3010 fan with magnetofilament cutter. And this is for the SHT mount, but I didn't use the exact mount. I used this as a reference and created my own mount because I need to use the existing Reality CR10 end stop. So that is why I had to redesign mine to support that. Now let's assemble the bracket. When you order, you will get all the parts, including the required screws. These are flat-headed screws, and these are M3/6. So here we have the top part, the back part, the bottom part, the front side pillars, and this is the sliding arm on the back side. So first we'll install the bottom part and the back part. So these two parts will assemble. So here's the view that we have, and this is what we need to do. Here this view looks to be one part, but actually when you order, you get it separate. Then the front pillar on the right side, and the left side front pillar. Then on the top side. Before that, I'll install the sliding arm. And now the top bracket. So with this, the carriage bracket is ready. Here's the view of that. This is what we need to do. The CPAP fan I do have, but I'll mount it at the final stage, not now. Also the eddy current I will do at last when I'm actually mounting it to the printer. Over here we'll do the assembly of the fan duct, the adapter, the sliding block and the clamp and the bracket over here, this one. So let's start. So when you order the kit and the aluminium bracket, you will also get this arm. This is required to attach to the bracket. It goes over here like this. This is to adjust the height of the fender. So now let's start. You will need M3 by 10 mm, 2 screws. This is to mount the adapter to the fender this way. Then you need two M3 by 30 mm. This is to mount the fender and the printhead, sorry, the bracket with the spaces in between this way. And the bracket, this bracket and the clamp to mount this adapter, fender adapter, and the CPAP will go over here. So I have pre-installed this threaded inserts. The specs for this: outer diameter 4.2 mm and length is 4 mm. So we'll start by the installing the screws for the fender. And then the spacers which will go on top of this. Then we can install this over here. This goes, sorry, I installed the other way around. So it should be this way. And this will go like this. Before that, we'll install the arm. This installation will do. M3 by 10 mm. Need 2 screws. Okay, first we need to install this bracket, otherwise it's difficult. So let me remove this. I mixed up the screws. I need M3 by 8 mm. I think this should be required here. And now we can install the arm over here. So I need M3 by 10. And the clamp. Yeah, I need M3 by 6. Please note that I have pre-installed the M3 nuts on both the sides. Now we'll attach the fender over here. So when you attach over here, there are already pre-tapped M3 holes. You don't need additional nuts. And here we need M3 by 6, 2 screws. So this will go like this. These are M3 by 8. I need to get M3 by 6. So now the fan duct and the bracket are assembled. Now next, let's install the SHT36 mount. So here's the mount. I have pre-installed the threaded inserts. These threaded inserts, they are outer diameter 4.2 and length is 4 mm. And this is the Creality CR10 end stop. This will go over here. So first we need to install this bracket, this mount over here. So this goes like this. So we need two M3/6. And now the end stop. So for this end stop, there is a hole over here that wire will come inside like this. M3 nut we need to install on the bottom side. Okay, now the end stop and the bracket is done. Next, we'll install the extruder. Let's mount the extruder now. You will get two screws with this. One is flat head and one is cap head. This we will need to mount the extruder to the LDO motor. So we'll this keep aside. We'll need two M3/8 mm cap headed screw. These screws you will get when you order the bracket at the aluminium bracket. So this will go like this. Now the extruder is mounted. Let's mount the motor. So this is the LDO motor that I ordered. This comes with pretty long cable. I need to cut this short. So this will be mounted this way. So these are the two screws now we need. The long one will go over here. And the short one over here. Finding it a bit difficult to install like this. I might have to remove this part. Okay, the extruder and the motor are mounted. Now let's mount the SHT CAN bus board. To mount this, I need two M3/6. The motor cable will go here. This is too long, so I need to cut it a little short. That I will do it later. Now for the fan, sorry, now we need to mount the Hotend. So you get the nozzle, V6 nozzle, screws, and the required tools to assemble the actual Hotend, and the spanner you get to, this is for the installing the nozzle. And last, the this is the PT1000 temperature sensor. You also get this thermal grease. This is to install the uh, nozzle. So you have to apply it to the nozzle and then tighten it. So you get M3 by 6 flat headed screw. No, this is M2.5 by 6 flat headed screws. And you will need this Goliath adapter to mount. And you need M3 by 8 flat headed screw. So this will be mounted this way, like this. Make a note, you have one side flat and the other side there are some depressions. So the flat side goes on top of Goliath Hotend, and that will be mounted over here. So you can mount it however you want, like this way or this way. I'll be going with like this position. So you need 4 of these, and you get the Allen key with that. Okay, now the adapter is mounted. So this will go like this on the bottom side. And you need flat headed M3 by 8. I think this is 8. Let me just verify. No, these are M3 by 6. Now the Goliath Hotend is mounted. If you look, this cable is also too long, so I need to route it like this back, and it will go over here to this connector. The last thing over here is the fan mount. So the fan mount, what I have here is the standard one, which is 20, I think it's 2010, no, sorry, 2510. So it's 25 by 25 and 10 mm thick. So I have this fan, which is the same one. This is 25 by 10, but this is 5-volt fan. This will go to one of the fan mount over here, and this is not of the correct pin size. The pin size for the fans on the board, this CAN bus board, these are all PH 2.0, which means they are 2 mm pitch, and these are, I think, 2.5 mm. So second thing is, this is 5 volts. So but if you look at the fins for the Hotend, they are very thick. For thick fins, you need more static air pressure for cooling, and for that you will need minimum 12 volts fan. This is 5 volts. So I need to see whether basically I need to decide whether I'll be going with this or I'll be changing it. I also have a plan to install the filament cutter, that is the magneto filament cutter. For that, I'll have to modify this fan duct, because if you look, this is coming in the way in between. So this portion on top should be cut, and you have to move the fan little lower. So either I might go for the 25 by 10 or 30 by 10. There is already a model available for 30 by 10, which I found on the internet. So this is the model that I found on internet. So I might go with this version as well if I have to change it to magneto filament cutter. Next, let's install the sensor, the PT1000. So this one will go here. Once again, these cables are too long, so they should go like this. That I will cut it separately. And then you have the nozzle. I'm just doing a temporary installation. Once I actually install, I will put the thermal paste. So now the basic assembly of Hotend is done. The actual installation, I will do it in the next video. Until then, God bless, stay safe, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.